This is the Bojangles post-game report. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, absolute heartbreaker here in the Abney Athletic Center. Second year in a row, you've lost it the very final moments. Break down the final two plays. One, the Sanders 3 to tie the game, and then Jones, his 2 to win it.
Well, that play that he scored on is a play that we work on from that very scenario, the free throw situation. And we were debating on when we had the ball, the possession before that, what we wanted to do. And we decided to let the guys try to make a play. We get it inside to Jared Johnson. He makes the interior pass to Carson, sort of bobble it. Could have been a two-pointer, but we run the little play there. Ish gets a good look at it, nails it. We're tied. They go down, and the credit has to go to them. They didn't do anything complex. Set a simple ball screen, and our guys were so – I think Jared was being really cognizant of trying to contain the ball because the thought is, they're in the double bonus. They're going to drive the thing and try to get the line. And he gave him a little bit too much room there, and the kid jumped up and made a shot, made it tough. I mean, again, if you start thinking, what shot do you want him to take? We tell our guys all the time, make him take tough twos. And a 17-foot dribble jumper is not the easiest shot in the world by any means. Our kids are heartbroken. There were a lot of tears flowing right now. And as I told them, I said, look, guys, there's no question we want to win every game. But we never talk about winning. We talk about performance and our processes. And, I thought our performance tonight was very admirable. And this kind of performance gives you wins a lot more than it gives you losses.
Anderson shoots the ball. You shoot the ball well. I know this stings a little bit because of a loss, but really a fantastic basketball game.
It was fun, no question about it. If you like watching a basketball game, this one was a fun one. Mm-hmm. This was a fun one. I just hate it for our guys. Man, I hate it for them because that really meant a lot. This game meant a lot to them, and there were some people that really, really left everything on the line. It just wasn't quite enough.
I mean, everybody did something. Antoine Davis leads the way with 29 points, 8 rebounds. He was 12 of 19 from the field. Absolute Herculean effort from him. What was he doing to create?
Well, I mean, Antoine is so versatile and just so capable of at any given moment in any game of just completely taking over. And go to the half, he's got 17. He comes out the second half, and he puts another 12 on that. And what's funny about it, what you wouldn't know, is we I don't think we called Antoine's number except for twice this game. We're really more or less focusing more with Ish to get Ish going. Knowing that Antoine really plays, he's the best. He's the best rhythm guitar guy in the history of basketball. If you know what I'm saying. He don't have to be the front dog to still impact the game in such a huge way. And that kid is just absolutely heartbroken. I can't tell you what it means to him to get a chance to compete. He is almost inconsolable. And it just breaks my heart for a guy like that who just leaves everything on the court. 40 minutes. What did he go? 40.
Yeah,
leaves everything in there, and it just falls a little short. You just hate it.
How do you rebound from this game emotionally?
It goes back to me, and those guys saw that. As I told them, I couldn't be prouder. The only thing that would make this sweeter, the only thing would have been a win. I love their performance, and we mean that wholeheartedly. We definitely want to win every game, but that's not our focus. Our focus is on the details of execution on both sides of the ball and the performance itself. And if you focus on that, the things that you have control over, rather than some broad, vague, W, we try to keep our guys really focused on the process of things. And I thought we did a lot of that tonight. But again, you got to give credit to Anderson. I mean, very well coached, huge plays that they made at times tonight, and the credit goes to them. I got to give it to them.
You break it down. Ish Sanders sets a sour taste in his mouth, no doubt, but he does become the sacks all-time leader in made threes in a career. Tough to speak to that after a loss. You'd rather celebrate that with a win, but a heck of a milestone for him.
It is, and we're happy for Ish. Whenever you have that kind of thing happen for you on an individual basis, you deserve some honor and some special mention, and he's been here for 3.5 plus years now, and he's been so consistent in his career. So we're very, very happy for him, and obviously, when you look back at the history of Carson-Newman basketball and now the South Atlantic Conference, he is arguably the greatest shooter in the history of this league. And, at our school, you start talking about Steve Adams at Carson-Newman and some of the other iconic kind of figures in that basketball program, and Ish Sanders is fair to say is right there.
Fair to say too that this your 6th loss this season. I think the first one that you have actually been pleased with your performance as a team in defeat. Fair? Or would you put Queens among that too?
No. I was sitting there contemplating the absolute emotional meltdown at Mars Hill, and this is probably.
That was a win.
Oh, excuse me. It felt like a loss. It felt like a loss. No, like I said, our guys performed in such a way. We had great effort. We had great effort on the defensive end. We had great execution on the offensive end. Guys played with great confidence. Guys were sharing the basketball. We go into half with 2 turnovers, which is a season low, I'm assuming. So there were just so many things good that we were doing, and yet, Anderson has got such firepower. They really can score points, and you look at our defensive numbers this year. They've been solid, but tonight, they just torch us. 83 from the field, 50 from the line, or 83 points, 50 from the field, and 47 to 3, and a lot of those weren't bunnies, those weren't gizmos. Those were contested tough shots, and again, the credit goes to them and their ability to make those shots.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday when you take on Catawba on the road.
Great, thanks, Adam.